Hey everybody, this is Dave from AskUncleDave.com. Today I have for you two Android TV boxes. The first one is the SkyStream X5. The other is the Kodi Element TI5. They have two common features that I want to talk to you about. Both of them have Kodi installed. But not only do they have Kodi installed, they have all the repos and all the sources that you need to make this a great cord cutting experience. It's great for people who don't know how to put in sources to Kodi, or they just don't want to bother and they just want to be able to take it out of the box, plug it into the TV and start watching. You're definitely going to cut the cord with this. They both have great specs. They both have their own particular features. And the other feature that they share is that they both have a Kodi updater. Now the SkyStream X5 has the Kodi updater built in, and that the Kodi Element TI5 has an optional purchase for the APK that you can download onto the device. And when you open that APK, it automatically uploads all your sources, repos, and any broken links. It will fix it. They pretty much upload it to their server, and then the APK that you install or have installed will update your Kodi for you. They're both fully rooted so that you can install and sideload all of your great APKs that you have that are not necessarily in the Google Play Store. It does have full Google Play abilities. Let's make separate videos for each of the devices, and I hope you're going to enjoy this. All right, so we have the SkyStream Android TV box here, and we're going to open it up. So you're met with a quick start guide right on top there. Here's the unit itself. We'll just put that aside for a second. And then in the box, we have a power brick. This is the type of power brick that it has. If you're in the United States, it's got an HDMI cable. It's a 1.4 HDMI, so it works with CEC control. It's got this micro USB cord. And the reason we have this is because we have the Air Mouse here. Now this Air Mouse allows you to control your mouse on your screen by moving it around. It automatically shuts off the mouse and you can have a full query keyboard. I like this keyboard because you can see the function numbers really nice. You have to press and hold the function button in order to use the functions. So you have to have it holding. There's no lock. There's an enter, there's a cap lock and escape button. And then on the back here, when you flip it back over again, the mouse activates. You can deactivate the mouse with this middle button here. And you have a left mouse button. You have the volume up and down, page up and down. You have the go back button, the menu button, a mail icon so you can get into your Gmail. It's got a search feature so you can just click anywhere on the screen and it will pop up the default browser. It's got the home button here. And it's also got a microphone down here at the bottom. And then there's some sort of vent opening up at the top here. I'm not sure what it is. But it's got the mute button and it's got the AV TV feature so you can control other devices like a stereo or something like that. It's got the power button and you can have a set button, and then there's a menu button so you can go into different features in the DVR recording. So it's got the on and off on the side here, and it's got the USB, micro USB, and this you use. Now it doesn't have a battery. It has an internal battery actually that you can't remove, but you charge it with the included cable. This is a definite if you're using an Android TV because you have a lot of control. You have the click wheel here, and you also have the on and the OK button in the middle there. So we'll go over that more of that. It comes with a dongle that you have to attach to one of the 4 USBs in order for the Air Mouse to work. You can hook other keyboards to this as well. It's got this RCA cable, the red, white, and yellow. So if you have an older TV, you can hook that up as well. And then you also have the instruction booklet. So let's take a look at the unit itself. We'll take it out of its bag. So right away, you're met with this nice antenna here. It will actually extend the range. You have an Ethernet port, so if you want to do a wired Wi-Fi connection. You have the HDMI. You have the coax, because there's a built-in TV tuner. You can hook this to an antenna up on your roof and get the free channels, and you can also record them and play them back. And here is the RCA connections, and then you have the DC power. On this side, it's blank. On the front here, you have a power button. On the side, you have a SD card reader, and you have 4 USB 2.0s. So you need to put the dongle into one of these. So you pretty much have 3 if you're going to be using the Air mouse. But if you want to hook up a Bluetooth, a keyboard, or remote, you can do that as well. So when we hook this up, I'm going to hit the power button, and there's a couple of lights that light up in here. Now the top here has a very shiny, glossy finish, so you know that it's going to be prone to fingerprints. So I'm going to keep that on for now. And at the bottom here, you have 2 vents to keep it nice and cool. I ran it for a couple of days. It runs very cool. But you got to see what's in this box. So let's hook it up to the TV, and I'll give you a look. So here you have a green light here. We're hooked up to our HDMI, and you're going to see it start up for the first time. And this is exactly what you're going to see when you first turn it on. All right, so first thing we're met with is our home screen, and you have video apps. You can click on video apps. Here's the mouse that I was telling you about. You basically move it around, and you could shut it off and scroll. So let's scroll through now, and we'll see video apps. This is the default video apps. This is the DVR, so you can DVR anything connected to that antenna. You have Megabox. It's a great app for getting free movies. Also, we have live free movies and TV shows and sporting events. Showbox, that's self-explanatory. You have a 4K media player. You have Kodi, and you have Miracast, so you can Miracast your Android device, and you have Media Center. So let's go over. Down at the bottom, it shows movies. So if you go over to the next screen, you're going to see your favorites, and you can add to these favorites as well. You have update, you have a speed test, so you can test your speed. Showbox, search. If you click search anywhere, it will pop up the default browser. We'll go back, and we have a quick support, so they can go and see what's on your screen if you have some troubleshooting issues. You have the full Android Play Store, music. This is the live sporting events and all that, Miracast. So settings, and you have Google settings as well as the SkyStream settings. Media Center, you have email, which is Gmail or any email that you set up, and the DVR, of course. So let's scroll over to the next screen. So we have all apps, and basically we have the default browser that comes with Android, and we have a download manager. We also have, this is the SkyStream Kodi updater that I was telling you about that's included. You have a super user, so we have a rooted device here. Upgrade, and let's scroll over now, and you have music apps where you can play music off your local 16 gigabyte storage, the Miracast, the 4K player, all that stuff. Let's scroll over one more time, and you have a photo gallery, so you can see your photos. You have app installer, so that whenever you side load, or if you want to include any APK, you can. And basically the usual settings. And what I like about this box is that it doesn't have anything you really don't need. Maybe you don't need a speed test, and maybe you don't need support or whatever, but you can always hide these icons because you can add to them by clicking the add button, and it will allow you to put a check mark next to the ones that you want to include in your main screen. So let's go back to the main screen. We'll hit the home button on the remote. So like I said, favorite apps, and then you have local apps, music, and then all apps. And then down here is the shortcut bar that you can add to. So let's go to settings now, and I'll show you how we set everything up. So we can turn on the mouse again, and we can click on Wi-Fi, and we'll connect to my Wi-Fi now. It's looking for all the Wi-Fi. Let's put the antenna up. My Wi-Fi is pretty far away. Now, you're going to see here Airport Extreme. That's my Wi-Fi in my house, but I also have a second router, Netgear with DDWRT, and it has a VPN installed on it. But you can also set up a VPN connection here as well in the settings, and I'll show you that a little bit later. So we're going to connect to my my VPN so I can keep safe when I download and stream things. So let me flip over the remote, and I'll put my, and then you see that the mouse pretty much stops working, and now I'm going to hit the function key and put in my password. All right, so I got my password in, and I'm going to connect now. So it's going to connect to my Wi-Fi. You're going to need Wi-Fi to set up other things. So here's my IP address, which is not my IP address. It's actually the VPN server. So we're going to do display. Now, if you want to see videos about that secondary router, you can. So you have display, and you can change the display position to fill your screen and all that stuff. Hide the status bar, that's the home button and all that stuff, because we are using this as a TV. So HDMI auto detection. So let's go on to the next screen here, and you basically can turn on CEC control. If your TV has CEC, you have to set that on your TV, CEC, and then make sure these are all on, so that when you do hit the power button, whether it's on the remote or the power button on the box, it will also put your TV to sleep as well. So we'll come out of that. Now you can use Google TV remote. This is setting up the Miracast if you wanted to set it up. Let's go back. I don't have an Android device, so I'm not going to set that up. And digital audio detection and all that stuff. Now you have system update, so you can click on the system update And if there was an update, it would pop up and automatically, you could set it to set automatically to get updates. So we have more settings here. Now this is the Android settings here. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth if you wanted to connect Bluetooth, and you have all of the usual settings that you see. Now this is where you set up a VPN connection if you have a VPN service. You can plug in all your numbers there and all your sites and servers, and you can have your VPN. So sound, display, storage, you have 16 gigs of storage. You can access that. These are apps so that you can turn them on and off or uninstall them. Permissions, and then we have location security. With security, you want to make sure if you're going to be side loading that you do unknown sources here so that you can sign in if it's not from the Google Play Store. You have the reset. Now, if you click reset, you can reset this whole device to make it look like it came right out of the box. You can add an account, in which we're going to do. I'm going to add my Google account, and then time and date, and developer options, and then you have the panel for the SkyStream. So developer options, you could set a whole bunch of different developer options. This is fully rooted so that if you're developing apps and things like that for this or for any Android device, you can do so. So that's settings, and we're connected to Wi-Fi. I'm actually going to go in right now and sign into my Google account. So let me add an account, and I'm going to add my Google account. You can add a corporate account as well. So I'm going to do existing, and I'm going to type in my stuff. So I'm going to flip over the mouse, and I'm going to start typing. We're going to hit the next button. We're going to hit agree to the terms, and it's going to sign me in. Now, every time it asks me for some sort of Google credential, it will automatically be set. So you definitely want to set this up in settings. So let's hit the home button now. And now we're connected to our Google account. So now let me show you some of these great apps that we have here. So I'm going to click on all apps, and we're going to see what we have. Okay, so first I will show you Kodi. And this is the greatest feature because I've been shopping around and I've never found a Android TV box that has Kodi fully loaded. So watch this. So they have their own default skin, and they have all of these great video apps, and they have the shortcuts all set up for you. Sports Devil, you can watch free sports. You have NFL, Pro Sport, and then you have one channel, Ice Films, TV series. You have tons of stuff that you can watch. Now, I'm going to show you in the system that we have some in File Manager. We're going to see that we have Fusion, and we have Super Repo, and we have Xfinity already installed right out of the box. So if we click on Fusion over here, you're going to see that this comes from Fusion TV addons.ag. And if we hit Super Repo, let's go to Super Repo. Now, when using Kodi, it's best to turn the mouse off and actually use the scroll wheel. I recommend that because it just makes it easier for you to navigate around in Kodi. Okay, so we got the 3 different types of Kodi, and there's a whole bunch of stuff inside there. So let's go back, and we have Xfinity. So this is from srp.nu, and that's one of the sources there. Now we have Xfinity, and we have a whole bunch of setups here all in one, so you get all these great apps. So basically, you can pretty much set this up yourself, because if you wanted to add a source, you can go ahead and do it. Like I said, it's a full Kodi version, so you can put whatever source you want in, you want to name it, and then you hit add, and it'll add it right to your Kodi. So that's pretty much Kodi in a nutshell. Let me show you the programs. Now we have the maintenance tool, we have Xfinity's maintenance tool, we have add-on installer, just a whole bunch of things, NaviX. And if you wanted to go to music, you have a bunch of music apps that you can run. Basically, I've been playing with this for a couple of days, and we really don't need anything else. This is all the major stuff. And what's good about it is that when you have that updater, and I'm going to show you that in a second. So you have video apps as well, Ice Films, just crazy amount of apps, and you can always add on more by going add on, and then you can just scroll in and add whatever one you want that's not on that main screen. So now let's come out of this, and I want to show you that it's definitely nice to have this Kodi updater. So let's open up Kodi updater, and it's going to say choose a version. So I'm going to turn the mouse back on, and I'm going to click here, and it gives you 2 options. It will load it up. It'll confirm that you have Kodi installed. Now there's SkyStream has their server, and they have this build here, which has with it adult channels as well. But if you're family orientated and you know your kid's going to be watching this, you can add this on without the adults. So let's click on one of them, and you're going to see that it's accessing the server. It's going to take away all broken, repos and anything that's not working. It checks through and makes sure that you can get all of the new ones that come out as they update them. Okay, so we're going to fast forward through this. Okay, so then it pops right back into Kodi, and I recommend definitely going in and turning off the mouse. Actually, turn on the mouse and go down to the bottom, and power off your Kodi and then restart it again. And then go right back into it and it will be updated to the latest. You're going to see down at the bottom you have the RSS feed, and you can update your system no problem. We can go into System and we can go into File Manager. Now you're going to see a whole bunch of these repositories updating, and then you can just easily go in and see that a lot of them have been refreshed. So all of these work now. If there were any broken ones, they would be removed. And you can always put on more add-ons, just like you would use Kodi in the first place. So let's go to video and we can do add-ons, and you can see that you have a whole bunch of things that you can add on, no problem. You know, they got tons of stuff, all you ever need. So basically this SkyStream X5 is great for people who do not want to mess with all of this. So here's some other apps that we have here. This is the DVR feature, so that you can set up super users asking for granting permission. So we'll grant that to super user, and then you can set up your guide. So basically you can hook up your antenna and you can auto scan. Now also has a program guide. The program guide is sent out by the antenna or whatever, you know, broadcast tower that you're doing, and it pretty much tells you what's on next and gives you a program guide. So there's no like paid program version for this. Already hooked it up, and I tried it before I reset the unit for the video, and it picked up a lot of channels. It's all depending on your antenna. They sell the antenna feature, but you know, get yourself a really good antenna. Here's Showbox. So we'll open up Showbox, and it's going to download the first time you open it. We're going to update it, but we'll do that a little bit later. I just want to show you all the great movies and TV shows that you can get with this. So it's going to actually force me to download, and it's going to process it. So it's giving me the latest version of this app. Basically, we could just hit the back button, and we'll do that later, okay? So here we have a whole bunch of great movies that you can scroll through and see. Basically, you're watching all of this for free. It's loading up. You can also go up to the top here and click on TV shows, and you'll have all of these great shows that you can watch, a bunch of episodes. You can go to your library. These are things that you save. And then, of course, you have updated shows. So that is Showbox. And then you have this app here. This is called Mobdro, and you can accept the terms here and hit OK. And now you've got channels. So basically, you have all these live streams. This is like IPTV. You can go and click on, you know, ABC, and it'll run live ABC for you. It'll load up. Everything happens slow when it first opens up, but once you get it rolling, you're going to be seriously watching some live TV, and it looks great. Here's live TV. So we can also watch sporting events, and you have all of these different sporting events here. We'll scroll through, and basically if you click on something that's live, you can watch it. This live stream is currently offline, but let's look for something that is online. We have a little bit of an advertisement here. And we got some sports here. It's not the best quality, but it has nothing to do with the box. It's just the way they stream it. So you should definitely check that out. Let's take a look at all apps and see if there's other apps that we can do. Here's Megabox. Let's click on that, and we'll open that up for the first time, and you're going to see a whole bunch of shows that you can watch. This is some serious stuff, you know. We can click on different genres if we like, and you can even search a show, and you have a settings panel here. But let's scroll through and check out the different types of shows that they have. So already all these TV shows make this box pretty worthwhile. So now we can definitely see that we have a lot of things that we can do. I like the fact that it updates. Let's go into the Play Store, and you can see that we have a full Play Store. Okay, here's the Play Store. And basically you can search through, you can turn off your mouse and you can just scroll through and see all the different things that you can get off the Play Store. So we have different versions of Kodi. We can put Sling on here. And you know, in the comments, if there's a particular app that you want me to demo on this, I'll be more than happy to. You know, just a ton of great apps. I'm going to go into the Play Store and download Dropbox. I have a popcorn time on there, and a whole bunch of other different cord cutting apps, and we're going to side load them right on here because this is a root device. And basically you cut cable. It's that easy. There's no configuring involved. You just click and open the app, side load your app, open it, and it works. The specs on this is pretty good, so we're going to get some good quality. 4K 3D support. It has 2 gigabytes of RAM, and it's got 16 gigs, and you can add storage with thumb drives and SD cards and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's any more questions that you have, please put them in the comments. I'll have all the links in the description. Have a nice day, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you.